Hi everyone, and cheers.
Cheers.
We are coming to you from Music City, USA.
That's right, Nashville, Tennessee is a great place. You should visit, and you could actually think about living there too.
And the day I started loving you again.
Nashville is music, and it's everywhere.
It's very true to the TV shows Nashville and The Voice.
But Nashville is also about entertaining yourself with down-home fun, food, drink, and the locals.
And we'll go off the beaten path. But first, visit the spiritual and musical center of Nashville. That is the Grand Ole Opry.
Besides shows, you can get backstage tours.
Now, to stay, try the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center. It is a behemoth of fun, an indoor, air-conditioned jungle.
It's a climate-controlled Amazon that includes boat rides and tours.
It's so big, you need the Gaylord app to get you around.
And it's perfect for couples, family getaways, weddings, and conventions.
The food is plentiful and varied, too.
We hit the Cascade American Cafe, which is also tied to wasabi sushi.
Now, the cornmeal-dusted fried oysters are a must. A nice crunch on the outside, yet moist on the inside.
The cornmeal isn't overly spicy, so it won't overwhelm the sweet and briny oysters.
Dip them in this fabulous Tabasco remoulade.
Next, 2 specialty sushi rolls. The Crazy Ari is their most popular.
Loaded with tempura shrimp, crab, cucumber, and masago, then wrapped in avocado and topped with sriracha hot sauce.
Delicious, and just the right amount of heat from the sriracha.
Next, the rainbow roll. Fresh crab, avocado, tuna, salmon, snapper, and escobar.
Super yummy and not too filling, so there's room for more.
Now, we sipped on 2 favorites thanks to our wonderful waitress, Elsa.
The Peach Rita. Leery about sweet margaritas? Don't worry.
This was perfect. You still get the tequila burnt taste. The peach puree is natural and not sugary that goes great with the tart from the lime.
Next, a Tennessee twist, the Tennessee Tea.
Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, Triple Sec, Lemon, and Pepsi Cola. A refreshing kick, especially on a hot, humid Tennessee summer day.
Later, head to the Conservatory Wine Bar, which is also connected to the Italian restaurant Ravello. They have a full complement of wines from popular regions.
And homemade pizzas, not all gluten, too.
And look at this gorgeous cheese plate. There are 5 kinds of cheeses along with a fabulous fig spread.
Do this before and after a meal, which we did.
This is great as a light early dinner or a late night snack.
Now, you could stay at the Gaylord and never be bored, but you'd miss the rest of Nashville.
Not far from the Gaylord and the Grand Ole Opry are 3 local classics.
First, Cooter's Dukes of Hazzard Museum. You can pose with General Lee, the infamous car of Bo, Luke, and Daisy.
Inside is a celebration of the iconic hillbilly show from the late 70s and 80s. And
it's free. Boss Hogg won't pinch you, but you might get pinched wearing these Daisy Dukes.
But he might get you for the moonshine at Caney Fork, a few doors down.
Caney's has this Bloody Mary with moonshine and their own Bloody Mary mix.
This porch swing punch was a sweet addition, and plenty of moonshine in there, too. You don't taste the moonshine, but you feel the moonshine.
Absolutely. And too many of these at Caney's, and you might think you woke up in the wilds.
This is a cool place honoring and serving up wild game and farm-grown catfish. Meet Lightning.
And just like Nashville, even the catfish entertain you. Don't worry, these guys aren't eaten.
There's one of them, his name is Lightning. Lightning likes to eat out of people's hands. So if you kind of hold food next to him, his mouth kind of expands and he comes up and he kind of takes your whole hand in a little bit. But if you're not scared for it, he's not going to bite you. It's a lot of fun.
All right, and Lightning's never going to, he's just a posing fish. He's
just
never going to be an eating fish.
Yeah, he's never going to be eaten. He's too pretty to get eaten. Lightning is the star of the show here.
But the gators are eaten in these Cajun fried gator tail bites.
First thing they got to know is gator tail is so good. It sounds a little sketchy, a little risky, but then you try it, kind of looks like chicken, and you eat it, and it's beautiful and amazing.
And he's right. They are good. You need to give them a try.
And yes, they taste like spicy chicken bites. Now, we also hunted down the wild game platter.
Not that frogs are wild game. Here they are big and farm grown, and yes, they taste like chicken too, like delicate dark meat.
And in the middle is outfitter stew.
These patties are elk. They were good with a different beef type of taste.
And there is the catfish, lightly breaded and moist on the inside.
Next, race a few doors down to the Nashville Palace. This is down-home good Nashville fun.
Long enough to let my heartaches mend.
Now, where else can you get entertainment like this at lunch during the week?
We had our bartender whip up 2 local splashes.
The Lynchburg lemonade had Jack Daniels, triple sec, a squeeze of full lemon, and soda water.
And the whiskey cider had Jack, hard apple cider, lemon, and soda. Both great any time of the year.
And perfect with these, fried pickles along with ranch. The breading and vinegary pickle inside were delightful.
Next, bacon-infused succotash. What a nice surprise.
Then the locally grown chicken wings, crispy on the outside and moist on the inside because they bake them, then fry them.
Nashville has a fun downtown too, including this place, the Diner.
Now this is no usual Southern diner. 6 stories tall with different food and decor on each floor.
The first floor is your typical diner, warm and inviting.
The 3rd floor has fine dining.
The 6th floor is an elegant sports bar with a fabulous view of downtown Nashville and fabulous food.
Now we had a medley of oysters. 6 were oysters Rockefeller, 6 were oysters with garlic and Parmesan.
The oysters Rockefeller was spot on with spinach and cheese.
The oysters with garlic and Parmesan were just as delightful, but lighter. If you crave the distinct taste of oysters only, then this is your choice.
And it turns out that oysters in this landlocked town are a testament to its foodie credentials.
Next, boot scoot to the Wild Horse Saloon for some quick eats, beer, and line dancing.
Later, rub some elbows with locals and maybe some music legends at Losers.
It's a bar nightclub that is quintessential local Nashville. You won't be a loser because next door is the Winners Bar.
And you might be rubbing elbows with some of the top songwriters and country stars in the industry.
How does a tourist come across like a local?
Just if you see somebody out like that, just say, hey, I love your music, and keep going, and they'll probably buy you a drink and sit down with you and talk to you, because that way they're not, once you take one picture with them, then it's not about necessarily you taking a picture, it's about the 500 people that come with you right after you and they're expecting a picture, and it's their days off, so they want to take a day off like you get a day off, they want that day off.
Relax, have a drink.
Yeah, relax and have a drink, and they'll sit down and enjoy your company, if you're just not too overwhelming. But most of the guys that we hang out with, the people I mentioned, from the Toby Keiths to the Chris Youngs, they're all interactive with everybody.
Steve Ford came up with the concept that is now in Vegas and soon to be in Belize.
They specialize in 2 drinks, the Bootwhacker and the Booterita.
Well, Bootwhacker is basically, everybody's been to Wendy's. It's a Frosty, but on steroids. It's got 5 or 6 different, rums in it, and it's also got XO Patron. So it will, it'll give you a boot.
Definitely a medicine. Got a kick in it.
It will give you a boot for sure.
So do you have the exact recipe? Can you kind of give us what each of the ingredients are?
Nope.
You can't yet.
It's a secret. It's a secret.
It's a secret.
You got to come here and try it for yourself.
You got to come here. Yeah, and we got Booterita as well. So, but they're all little secrets. And
Booterita?
Booterita. Yeah,
what's
it's a margarita
Booterita?
Basically, but with a boot kick to
With
it.
a kick. I love it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get one of those.
We tried them both for you, sacrificing again for our viewers, and both were uniquely tasty.
It's no wonder people like Blake Shelton, Kid Rock, Miranda Lambert, and Rascal Flatts come here just to hang out.
Now, you might think about moving to Nashville. We met many people who came here and stayed.
First, the city is booming.
Second, Nashville boasts of sports too, with the NHL's Predators and the NFL's Titans.
Third, people here are a mix of Southern hospitality and Midwestern charm, all with a passion for great music.
And of course, there is the food.
Now, the climates are different, but we think Nashville has a lot of similarities to Vegas.
Yeah, and I actually had a news colleague who worked with me in Vegas and moved out here, and he absolutely loves it out here.
And both are destination resort towns, but Nashville is a bit smaller.
And of course, you can never be bored here. There's so much entertainment.
and the city is booming, so there are lots of jobs available.
And the neighborhoods outside of Nashville are said to be very, very good, and the schools are actually good too.
And the food and drinks are plentiful and delicious.
Plus, Tennessee, like Nevada, has no state income tax.
And the people are the same way, very friendly and happy all the time.
So, think about Nashville.
Looking for great deals on travel? Well, check out the Undercover Jet Setter Travel Club. It costs you nothing to join. Just go to jetsetterdeals.com.